Your $30 an hour wage is taking the absolute piss. Maybe that would be alright if you could do it remote and travel the world or something, but if you have to turn up to work day in and day out just to take home $30 an hour, you gotta be kidding. Surely it just can't be worth it. I was at the supermarket the other day and it was more than $15 for a $12 carton of eggs and over $8 for a container of butter. So those of you on $30 an hour, how are you even surviving at this point? You need to earn another way to make money and you need to do it now. There's no point waiting around for the next big promotion or pay rise because it's not going to come. And by the time it does come, that pay rise isn't going to cover the increased cost of living anyways. If you're in this situation, you need to stop buying the new flashy things like iPhones and headphones, etc. and instead invest in a high-income skill like high-ticket sales or remote.
Hey, what it is, YouTube? It's your boy Poppa Dozier, CampaignSG, man. I'm back with another video. So yeah, man, you know, talking about $30 an hour, man. I ain't gonna lie, everything Buddy was saying on there, I agree with, you know, but what I want to say before we get all into it is, you know, we ain't gonna talk about $30 an hour like it's just no money, you feel me? Because if I'm not mistaken, $30 an hour, 40 hours a week is like $1,200 before taxes, depending on how heavily you getting taxed. You know, you could be bringing home $1,000 a week, $900 or something like that. So it's not like you $800, depending on how heavy you being taxed. So it's not like it's no money, but at the same time, inflation just, I feel like $30 an hour today is like $20 an hour yesterday. Cause $30 an hour still sound like a lot, and to working people it's like, damn, $30 an hour, but it ain't as much as it seems, you know, especially with everything going up. Everything's so much more expensive, you feel me? It's like, it's not that much, but at the same time, with $30 an hour, depending on your situation, depending on how much your bills come up to, depending on how much it costs for you to live on a month-to-month basis. If you is making $30 an hour, all that extra money, whatever extra money, you know, you might have to cut back. Like I always say, you might have to cut back on certain stuff. A lot of people ain't willing to do that, but this the sacrifices you gotta make, you know. And hey, we all, you know, hey, shit, me too. You know, I had to make sacrifices, and we all gotta make sacrifices. Anybody who got somewhere had to make a sacrifice. But you got to sacrifice some stuff to get to that point, to be able to put money up and save money. Not save money, but like the video said, like he say, invest into high income skills, invest into yourself, all that type of stuff, man. Like a mentor, stuff like that, that's gonna put you in a different space and open your eyes to different shit. You know, $30 an hour is good if you make it good, just like any pay rate. But it's not like you dead broke with $30 an hour unless you just got super expensive, your expenses just through the roof. But at the same time, you're not really able to just live a certain lifestyle either. It's not the 80s, you feel me? We just got to take what we got and make it work, you know, because what Buddy said is true. You know, you invest into a high income skill. He was talking about sales, but everybody gonna have different stuff they invest into, that they interested in, or that fit them or suit them, you feel me? But yeah, man, you use that job money, that extra money, like he say, cut back on like the newest iPhones, the PlayStations, the Xboxes, the whatever. Cut back on all that, unless it gonna benefit you. Like if you want to do YouTube and you want to edit and stuff, then you might want to go get you a Windows MacBook or something, a computer. That's an investment now. That's helping you do what you're doing. But just to get stuff, go, the newest iPhone came out, so let me get this because I make $30 an hour. I'm good. I feel like I got money. You feel me? It just keep you in a, you know, it just keep you in that race, you know, that rat race, you know. But I ain't knocking it though, man. Like I ain't knocking nobody, you know, because at the end of the day, some people just comfortable having a few extra dollars every month to live off of. But you know this, if you somebody who, you know that you going to a different level in life, and you want to go to a different level in life, then we on the same page. And us, our type of people, we can't afford to be out here splurging and doing all that type of stuff with our money right now. You know, in the future it's gonna pay off. And when I say future, it don't even gotta be a long time from now. You know, creating more streams and everything, it ain't that hard to do that these days. But you know, it take work. And like he said too, nothing happened overnight, man. Like that's the biggest thing right there. Nothing happened overnight. It's crazy though, man. Like a lot of people out here really complain about these type of pay rates, $30 an hour, You know, I remember, man, you was making $30 an hour a few years ago, especially if you was like on the younger side. But even still today though, like I ain't knocking $30 an hour because that's still decent money if you work. You know, if you work, your expenses ain't crazy, you still making decent money, especially if you got a 2-income household or something like that, you know. So we ain't knocking $30, but it's not what it used to be. That's just the truth. It's not what it used to be. You not about to be the man, like, I mean, depending on what you call a man, but I'm talking about you still gonna be caught up into you taking one trip a year, you living that type of life, which is nothing wrong with it. But you know, I be want to talk to people who kind of see themselves being better than that, you know, because I see myself better than that. Not saying I'm better than nobody, but I just know my ability. I know I ain't meant to just be limited. And it's just so crazy because everything is expensive out here. Everything the cost of everything go up. Even like car insurance and stuff, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like over the years my car insurance been going up, and it's just like, damn, this a whole new bill on top of what I was already paying. I down there paid double of what I was paying, but part of that was me too, certain little scenarios. But it's just like, damn, everything just expensive these days, you feel me? I remember one, like I spoke on this on another video, when I first got my car, this same car, I got this car in 2018. When I first got this, it was taking like $40 to fill me up. Then a few years ago, when everything went crazy, that shit was costing $80. That shit lasted for about 3 months. But now it cost me about $60, you feel me? So it's in the middle between when I first got it and the high as it was. But that's crazy though, cause my first car, I got my first car in 2014. I used to be able to fill up with like $30. So it's crazy to know it's taking me double to fill up, and the gas going out faster. I be trying to be smart with my shit. Like, I ain't trying to add no new bills to myself. I paid my car off last year, about a year, almost a year and a half ago. Paid my car off. I bought all my phones cash, and then I just paid $60 a month. You feel me? I don't do all that, making payments on phones and all that. It's a work in progress, you feel me? But at the end of the day, the goal is to get ahead. The goal is to look back 6 months from today and be like, damn, I'm ahead. Like, I'm ahead of where I was. And then don't be this person, you know, because there's people out here right now who making $30 an hour and they want to do overtime and shit. This how they gonna make the most money, you know, which it's nothing wrong with doing overtime, but let's just say you did overtime, you done work 10 extra hours, and that you done made an extra $400 in overtime on your check, right? But you go spend this at the club or some bullshit, you know. Like, yeah, you enjoyed yourself, but you just traded them 10 extra hours for you got to think about it like that. You just traded them 10 extra hours for nothing, you feel me? So that shit was pointless. You was better off not doing overtime and just sitting in the crib. But if you did that overtime, you made an extra if you make $30 an hour and you did overtime, and let's just say you made an extra $400 on your check, and you use that to invest into something that's gonna benefit you, now you on a good path, on a good track. That's how I gotta be, because if you finna be giving away all your time for $30 an hour, then you should at least be using that shit to elevate yourself. You feel me? Because what you just gonna give away you gonna exchange your time for this money every day for the rest of your life, and then like waiting on raises and stuff, man. I done seen this so many times at jobs, man. People mad about the raises. It's like they give everything to that pay rate, man. Like, they call it wage slaves. I be seeing people on YouTube talking about that, man. Don't be a wage slave, man. You give everything, like, that just determine how valuable you is as a person. You will be making your $30 an hour. Not, I'm just saying, there's people out here who will make their $30 and they looking at somebody who make 25 and feel like, man, you ain't on my level. Whole time, this person who make 25 probably done invested in all this. They making 25 from the job, but they making triple what you making with your 30. You know, so, because I know a lot of that shit be getting to people's head, you know, and you could, oh, you make this amount, oh, I'm better than you. And it's like, no, you not. you know, you don't know what people got, because it all come back down to a decision, you know. But I kind of got off track a little bit, but $30 an hour is kind of like looking a little crazy these days, especially if you grown with responsibilities and shit like that. It ain't what it used to be, bro. It ain't what it used to be. You feel me? Like, for real, it's different nowadays, especially depending on where you live at. Now, that's another thing. If you live somewhere and you making $30 an hour, and you live somewhere where it's affordable, man, you could go crazy. And when I say go crazy, you still need to be doing these things, investing into yourself, leveling up, because at the end of the day, you don't want to just be limited and capped out to no pay rate. So you still should be looking to put money, invest into high income skills and stuff like that. Cut back on expenses. You know, don't worry about getting the PS4 and the new NCAA and stuff. Like, and ain't no knock to the people who own that, but I'm just saying, like, it depends on how you looking at yourself. You feel me? Because all that shit do is just burn time and you spend more money. It's a lot done changed over the years, man. It's a lot changed. Even like subscriptions and shit. I remember Netflix was $9 at one point in time. Now I think Netflix $17. Damn near double. You feel me? And people be thinking that shit be a joke, but all that shit add up, bro. All that is coming out of that hourly rate. You gotta think of, like, say if you gotta fill your tank up twice a week and it costs you $60. So the beginning of the week, them first 2 hours that you went to work and you making $30, them first 2 hours gone now, because you feel me, that's gas money. Then the rest of the day you probably work 6 more hours, whatever you make, that's finna go. So it's like, you might have one day of going to work where it's like, that one day is the free money you might have. You might don't have free money, because some people just living above their means, you know, falling in the cycle and not really being aware of it. You know, we all fall, you know, we all get trapped sometimes, but it's about knowing that you in a situation and getting up out of it, doing shit different. You feel me? Not just making that pay rate your value, like, you feel me? And hoping and praying that you get a raise so you can go shit on people who make it 30 an hour when you go up to 32 and shit. Like, that what people be doing out here, man. Like, but yeah, it's different nowadays though, man. $30 an hour ain't really too much, but it's still good money though. It's still good money now. Don't get it wrong. It's still good money. You feel me? Because a lot of people still don't make $30 an hour. It's just about who you is and how you go about it. How, you know, what you do with it. You feel me?